Hello and aloha. I am here with the California Hawaii Elks Association President Ted Talbot and the South Central District Vice President Eric Boteilho. Gentlemen, how did the visitation go?
Gosh, Patrick, it went so well. You always plan and you hope everything goes well. And the stars just lined up. Everything fell into place. And I won't speak for President Ted or the First Lady, but I think we had a great visitation at our district.
That's fantastic. If you could describe the visitation in one word, what would it be?
I would have to say inspiring. It was on Sunday afternoon, everybody went their separate ways and went home. And my wife Amy and I were just, you're exhausted, but you're full of energy at the same time. And we were just so proud of our members and our lodges in our district. Everyone really just really represented our district so well. And we all just felt so inspired by everything that happened that weekend. It was great.
Fantastic. President Ted, if you could describe your visit with the South Central District in one word, what would it be?
Unbelievably fantastic. I'm sorry, two.
It's okay. I'll forgive you this time. Give us a brief description of what happened over the weekend.
Sure. Yeah. So the weekend started on Thursday evening. We had dinner with our district leaders and the exalted rulers, who are the presidents of all of the nine lodges in our district. And it was a very casual, informal dinner. The idea was just to get together and kick off the weekend and have a nice dinner and get to meet the president and the first lady. And I think that went very, very well. And then Friday, we did a little history lesson. We went to the Pio Pico State Park, which was the first state park in California. And Pio Pico was the last governor of California when California was still part of Mexico. And the mansion, his adobe, sits right in between two of the lodges in our district, in between Montebello and Whittier. And so we went to Pio Pico and we took the tour, and I think everyone came away feeling really inspired by it. At least I hope so. It's such a place of cultural significance for us. And then after that, we went to Montebello Lodge, number 2051. We had lunch there, and the Exalted Ruler Jennifer was great. All the officers were great. They made us this fantastic cake that we took back to the hospitality room. Lunch was fantastic with pulled pork and all the fixings. Um, all of the vice presidents and President Ted and Jeannie, we all got a tour of the lodge and got to meet the members and the officers and got a little bit of the history of the lodge. Um, then back to the hotel. The VPs got a chance to talk and chat and relax and whatnot. And then we went to dinner at Paramount Lodge, number 1804. And Paramount put on a great spread. It was taco night, so we had tacos for everybody. And um, it's a little difficult because Ted is very familiar with our district because it's so close to his district. So he's been to these lodges several times and seen them all, but he wanted to meet members, and that's exactly what we did. The members showed up in force and got to meet the president and the first lady. And that was Friday. Saturday, we went to Norwalk Lodge, 2142. They had a cornhole tournament, and I can't really explain what this was like because these people are serious about their cornhole. Like there's an app that you download to keep score. I mean, it's an event. Like they were into this. So um, we were in Norwalk. We had a cornhole tournament there, and they had a separate section set up for the vice presidents because we were in no way ready to compete with professionals. So the VPs got to play a little bit. I mean, these people were throwing beanbags and they weren't even hitting the board. They were just going right in the hole. This is what they do. So we did that at Norwalk and had some great interactions with members and there were some folks there who were not members. They were guests and they came in for the cornhole tournament. So hopefully we can get some new members out of that as well. Saturday night, of course, was the official dinner at Whittier Lodge, number 1258. and I think that went really well. It was very well attended. It was kind of cool to have, four past state presidents and a past grand and a sponsor there, and it was just an awesome evening. And then Sunday morning, we went to San Pedro Lodge, number 966, and they had a great brunch. And if you've never been to San Pedro, you really should, because they're up on the top of the hill at San Pedro. On a clear day, you can, like today after the rains, you can probably see from Dana Point all the way to downtown LA. It's just a beautiful, beautiful lodge. And everyone just treated us so well. The members showed up, the officers were great. We just had a wonderful time.
That's fantastic. Sounds like you guys had a wonderful weekend. Now, President Ted, let's fill in some of those cracks. How did things go from your side?
Unbelievable. Pico Park, one of the association vice presidents, we found out, is a great, great grandchild of Pico Park, of the original founder of that 5,000 plus acres, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, Eric, on that. Just unbelievable. Unfortunately, she came down with COVID, couldn't make it, but we're planning on getting her back down there to visit with her family heritage and everything else. The festivities were great. The Adobe building, they showed us all of the workings of that, how it was constructed, some of the artifacts from that standpoint. Just a marvelous time. And then, as Eric said, we went over to Montebello. They served a phenomenal lunch, and there was so much food. They had a beautiful cake that was for Purple Pig, and nobody touched it because we were all full. I know we're not supposed to be talking about food, but the interchange or the exchange with the members was the important part on that, and it exceeded Jeannie and mine's expectation. Eric and Amy did such a phenomenal job in managing our time frame, giving us a little rest from that standpoint, but it was just unbelievable. And then Saturday at Norwalk, you heard about the professional cornhole tournament venue from that standpoint. Someone who was participating was looking at to do it at other lodges, and we suggested that if you become a member, you can sponsor one of these events. So maybe we can get some extra membership out of it, which is going to be great to be announced from that standpoint. And then after Norwalk, there was a gentleman there, PDD, who had a Purple Pig table. You threw these little round things, and wherever it landed on, which was a table full of coins, that all went to Major Project. And everybody who participated made the donation to Major Project. It was a fabulous time frame. The members were great. The interaction with the members were fantastic. It was a win-win for everybody. Anyone who was there had a great time. All the members we interacted with had a phenomenal time frame. And it went on and on and on. As Eric said, the weekend was fun-filled, jam-packed, but it was just unbelievable. I still can't believe how much we were able to get accomplished over the weekend, to see all the members and then go to Whittier for dinner. Yes, as Eric said, I've been to the district, been there several times. It's a great venue to see a whole bunch of members and to encourage the officers and the membership for what we do for our major project, our communities, our youth programs, our veterans. Yes, they were so receptive and so wanting more information from that standpoint. Eric did a phenomenal job in his presentations going around to the district and seeing his reports. I mean, it was breathtaking to see the response from the district from that standpoint. And then, as I said, Whittier, we had dinner there. We had 4 past state presidents, past grand there. On top of that, everybody was wearing their teddy bear ears. You'll have to find out more later about the teddy bear ears. But then Sunday morning, we went over to San Pedro, the diamond out there for the district. Unbelievable breakfast out there. Great, considering the lodge has been just rededicated recently. It is a showpiece, unbelievably. And as Eric said, after this little rainstorm that we had called hurricane or storm, whatever, that we all just got over and experienced with. Unbelievable time frame, showcase after showcase. Eric and Amy, unbelievably. And then Amy came up with a new project that all of the VPs got behind on a literacy program for kids. And again, one of my main functions or activities that I'm presenting this year is our youth. And because our youth is our future, because it's great to be an elk. And South Central District proved that again and again and again. They kept raising that bar higher and higher and higher, higher and higher. It's just fantastic time frame. So
Wonderful.
again, my heart to Amy and Eric for doing a phenomenal job. Jeannie and I, we just were blown away again and again and again. Thank you guys again for your generous, gracious, and the district's hospitality was unbelievable. And the membership blew me away. That's what I'm here for, is the members. They're the ones that are participating. They're the ones that got us excited even more. And it just cascaded out to unbelievable excitement out there.
So, President Did, you were talking about the teddy bear ears, but you have a teddy bear award, or the teddy bear.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. The award is called the Bear Team Champion Award, and basically the president had given us, all of the vice presidents, very strict guidelines for who should be selected to receive this award. The idea is that it would be a newer member, someone who is ideally not an officer, and someone who is kind of an unsung hero, someone who does a lot of work behind the scenes, but doesn't get a lot of recognition. And when I was asking around in our district, I need some nominations, who would you suggest? One name kept coming up from actually multiple lodges. And we ultimately decided we were going to give this person the award, and her name is Kimmy Fredrickson. And she is the Purple Pig Chair from Whittier Lodge. And the reason, and let me give you some context on this. The reason she was selected, when she took over as Purple Pig Chair, Whittier's per capita for major project was around the $10 mark, which is pretty good. And, as I said that night when I gave her the award, if she had just maintained a $10 per capita, nobody would have complained, right? She created a grassroots effort, working with local restaurants to have those dinner nights where a portion of your proceeds go to major project, which helps get the lodge's name out to the community, and gets awareness for Elks as well as raises money for major project. She did bake sales. She did Seas Candy. She built this cart with a giant purple pig on it that she pushes around the lodge, asking for donations and explaining what major project is. Now, I tell you all of this because what she did was take her lodges per capita from $10 to $40.57. Now, that's amazing, but there's more context. The time that she was doing this, her lodge saw a membership growth of 74%. So in order to maintain a $10 per capita with a 74% membership growth, that's amazing. That would be outstanding work. To take it from $10 to $40 with a 74% membership growth, that tells me that, this person has created a culture. This person has really worked with the new members to explain the importance of our major project and the benefits that it has to the kids and the veterans and the people who benefit from this project. It's just outstanding work when you think about it. To raise your per capita in a time of such exponential growth, that's all good. And that, to me, deserved a recognition from really the highest level of the association. And so it was, and she received it so well. She had no idea it was coming. She's one of those Elks that just does the work and just does it because she loves the work. So to get an award from the president and get it in front of past grand and all of these people, it just blew her away. She's probably still on cloud nine.
Don't just be a member, be an elk. And that's exactly what she did. That's fantastic.
And
Yeah,
then
she's great.
she was so proud. It almost looked like when Eric was reading off all the criteria that she had done to win this award. She was standing up. I pulled her over towards me because it looks like she was about ready to pass out. She didn't, but she was grinning ear to ear to ear and then some. So she was just so proud of this award. And then the following day, got to see her again, and she's still wearing the pin so proudly. See what I won? See, this is it. I got it. It exploded, and just her enthusiasm just was running over and over and over and over again. You can't explain the excitement except until you see someone's eyes, and they get so big, they get so excited, and they glimmer with the excitement that she had within her heart and what she was doing for her lodge and her communities, with, as Eric said, with the fundraising dinners out there, the restaurants, the Seas Candy, promoting it, taking this little cart around, pushing it. And just, if we had one member like that in every lodge, the 4.5 million that I had set up as my goal, we would hit 5 million plus easily because of her excitement. So it was just unbelievably excitable. As you say every so often, Patrick, just a few times every now and then, it's great to be an elk, and she's great to be an elk, and that's why we do it.
That's right. You know, when you're talking about having the membership growth along with the major project growth, it just goes hand in hand. It goes with everything else that we're doing, because when you're excited about what you're doing, other people get excited as well. And that's where you're getting the membership growth. And that's fantastic. Eric, your district is doing a great job. It sounds like you picked the right person for this presidential award.
I think so. I definitely think so. Like I said, her name came up multiple times, and who am I to argue, you know? But it really made me feel good to give her the award. I know it made President Ted feel really good to give her the award. And like I said, I hope somebody tied a string around her ankle, because she was just floating away. Poor thing.
Definitely
Cloud
on
nine.
cloud nine all night long. See what I won? See what I won? Hey, this is what's important. This is why we're here. It just and the kids win is what one of my big heart throbs are our kids, our Chimpy program, California Hawaii Elks Major Project Team. Some people refer to it as Purple Pig. They're the exact same thing. And if you see the excitement that you can get someone else excited about, and how they blossom and how they grow and achieve and take it outside the box and make it work within our rules and regulations, which is the box to me is the rules and regulations of our organization, thinking outside of it, making it work within that, and just watching it bloom and blossom and grow, expanding unbelievably. So yeah, it really is a phenomenal aspect on that. And Eric and Amy picked somebody unbelievably for that. And again, their district has shined like all get out. So thank you again, Eric, for selecting this individual and making the Elks be the BPOE, better known as the best people on earth.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So President Ted, what's up for you next?
Next visitation is the Northeast District with Jim and June Darnell. That's coming up, and it's great to be an elk.
How great is it?
It's great to be an elk.
Woo! President Ted, Vice President Eric, thank you so much for sharing your weekend with us. We truly appreciate it. Until next time, I'm Patrick Akes reminding you, it's great to be an elk.